Welcome all your signs to your weekly energy update. This, of course, is for all my Taurians, my Virgos, my Capricorns, no matter where it is at in your birth chart. And we're going to be looking at the week of February 6th to February 13th, but these are timeless. So if you are coming across this outside of that time frame, I'd still listen or watch the video because I'm sure there are messages for you. Now, if you are watching this between those dates, the big date that I wanted to mention is February 14th, which I know is the day after those, which is Valentine's Day. So love is on our minds. Did want to let you know that I did put out a Love Adventure number 3 yesterday. I also have Love Adventure number 1 and 2, which I'll have linked in the description box below, and at least one of them at the end of the video here somewhere. So if you want to check those out and see what adventures of love are coming up for you, then you can check those out. But for this week, we're going to take a look here at the You Are Awesome cards and just see what the Creator wants all of our Earth signs to know about this upcoming week. And one more time. All right, so what do you want our Earth signs to know, please? Okay, it's the one right there. And you have Super Penguin. Dun, da, da, da. And it says, I acknowledge my talents and all that I can do. My confidence is soaring and my boots are sweet. You know, it's these little fancy little boots. So you got your boots made for walking, and you are ready to start off and express the talents that you have. We're also going to pull some cards, of course, here from the tarot and just see what else, or more specifically, the Creator wants you to know about your talents and acknowledging them this week. One more time. All right, so for our Earth signs, what else do you want them to know? Okay, I feel like they want that one and that one. What else? Okay, they want that one, and that one, and that one. And this one they want this way for some reason, so we will see what that is all about. And first of all, you have the Justice card. So this is great because you are, she has the scales over here. This is all about balancing out the small t truths of your ego with the capital T truths of the higher realm. She wields this Ace of Swords, which is what gives you the ability to cut away these old thoughts and these old beliefs about how you judge yourself, about your talents and about your worth and about your abilities and about your successes and about what you have to bring to the world or bring to a relationship or bring to a job or bring to anything, right? And so this is this kind of reckoning that's coming. And because you realize when you connect to your capital T truths that the Creator, the realm of the spiritual is an unconditionally loving one where it has no conditions, so it has no judgments, because if it has no conditions for your love and your lovability, then it has nothing to judge. It's like you just have it. There's nothing you can do to lose it. There's nothing you can do to gain more of it because you have all of it. It's our little ego, our little animal side of us, the little human side, our shadow side that chose to experience all of the restriction, all those, supposed to's and have to's and need to's, all those expectations, all rooted in fear. And so this is this awareness that comes to you this week about, what are you going to believe? This, fear, all these rules and all these supposed to's and shoulds that are rooted in fear, or the beautiful unconditional love of the Creator of all things. And so you kind of come to this scale. You're going to weigh, do you believe that the Creator of all things loves you conditionally or unconditionally? Is life happening to you or is it happening for you? And so there's this wonderful awareness that comes, throughout this week for you. At least it sparks for you, right? Yep, and then you have the Eight of Wands. So Wands is the fire energy. It's drive, ambition, inspiration, your passion, and your spiritual energy too. And so this is about action happening this week. Their energy is being put into action. It's fast moving. You can see how fast all of these wands are headed your way. There's also the side thing or message is that these are messages. These are messages from Spirit. So if you pay attention this week as you connect to these capital T truths, you're really going to see things from a different point of view, because you're going to have all these messages that come from Spirit from the outside world, whether it's seeing something while you're driving, like a bumper sticker or a license plate, or hearing a song on a radio, or a sign, an actual sign, road sign, or you get an email of some kind, like a junk mail even, or you overhear a conversation, something in the outside world. Just a lot of synchronicities of messages coming from the outside. You also get messages just dropped into your mind, into your heart, just from all over the place. So if you pay attention this week to Spirit and watch what's going on around you and kind of take a deep breath and step away from things, then you're really going to see things happening and all these messages that are coming in for you too. And then you have the Fool. Perfect. New adventure. You're ready for this new start. It's the very first card of the major arcana, which is really can represent your soul. So you got a lot of spiritual energy coming in here as well. But this is all about connecting to the higher realms, starting this new leap into this new area of your life. So with this acknowledgement of your talents, really sincerely sitting down and writing, what are the 10 things that you love about yourself? And see what that brings. See what that can bring to whatever's on your mind, whether it's, what can I bring to a relationship? What can I bring to my job? What can I bring to my world, my physical body? What can I do? There's these talents that you have, and recognize them is such an important piece of it. Seeing the truth, not listening to all the old negative self-talk, all those hurtful things that people said out of their own fears. They were just worried about themselves. It wasn't personal towards you. They were just scared about themselves, and you'll realize that. Let's see what else we have here too. Yeah, you've got the King of Swords. Yeah, swords. So swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes. He's got that Ace of Swords that's wielded here. So this, where she's like one of the ones that wields it in the major arcana, he rolls over that Ace of Swords in the minor arcana in the suits. And so he is bringing you this ability to specifically cut away those thoughts and those beliefs that no longer serve you. He's the air element, and all the kings within the suits are also air elements. So you've got double air. So there's a lot of activity going on in your mentalness, your beliefs and your mindsets about things, because that's where all these thoughts and beliefs that were restricting and making you feel small and worthless, and that you weren't worthy of anything, that you have nothing to bring to the table. This is the one that's bringing it to you, and it's all going on in your mind. So this week, it is definitely this journaling every day if you can. Try to do 10 things that you love about yourself every single day, and try not to repeat it. And I bet that if you get honest with yourself, you will really see things like how loving and giving you are, how grounded you can be when you want to be, grounded, because you are an earth sign, so you have the ability to really hone in. You can be stubborn too, which is great. You never give up on others. So look at the positive things of, the traits that you have, and try to write every single day 10 things that you love about yourself. Yep, and then you have the Knight of Pentacles. Pentacles is the outside world. So this is a message. All the knights are about action, so this is movement in the outside world. But out of the 4 knights, This one is the slowest because it's the outside world. All the others have to do like the ones like your passions, your thoughts. Cups would have been your emotions. All of that happens inside, but this night is about the outside world. And so there's seasons in the outside world. It takes time for things to catch up. You can change very quickly on the inside and make great movement on the inside, but it does take time for the world to catch up because we change from the inside out, not the outside in. So as you really acknowledge your talents and express those talents, it just takes a little bit of time. Just be patient with it. It is movement. It definitely is moving. It's just not moving as fast as your inside world is. So just be patient as you make these aha awarenesses about how talented you are and what you are. It'll take a little bit of time, and you don't have to rush to express them on the outside. I know it's like, well, I'm afraid if I express and say all my talents that I am, people are going to think I'm arrogant, or people are going to say, oh, you're wrong on that. You might mark that off the list. Become confident on the inside first, and really even write examples of how you witnessed it in the outside world. Like, this is my talent, and this is when I saw it be activated in the outside world. And the whole message here too about looking at all of those things, looking at your talents. It's really about believing it and really about sitting in it, because if you think the outside world is going to shut you down by expressing who you are, then there's an inner fear that you can look at. And that is, the fear of rejection. It comes back to that unconditional versus conditional. When you realize and you can find your wholeness and completeness in this soul of yours, that you are this powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being made of unconditional love, then you're already perfect. You already have everything that you are. You're this perfect mountain, and you're just coming down to explore it. When you looking from above at a mountain, you only see a certain viewpoint of it. But if you come down as this little human and walk around this mountain, you get to see a different perspective. You get to see the grandness and the awesomeness of it. It seems small when you're looking at it from above downward, but when you're standing at the very base of the mountain looking up, you're like, wow, you really get to see how big and powerful you really are. And then your final card here, you have the Five of Swords. So again, it really is about your mind and mentalness that's going on here. And the fives are all about change. It's all about transformation from one to the other. You can see there's like a dragonfly on here and all these flying beings here. So this is about this transformation. Kind of feel like a butterfly, where you're really coming out of your cocoon. You're really realizing that you weren't this lowly caterpillar just walking along, the bottom of the forest, and that you are nothing but something that consumes and eats and has to fear for its life because something's going to come down and grab you and eat you. This is about you being, that was all nutrition, that was all experience that you've experienced up to this point, and you're going into your cocoon, you're dissolving the old ways of thinking about yourself, and you're coming out this beautiful butterfly and seeing things in a completely new way. And so I love this transformation. The Five of Swords also, like in the standard tarot, you'll see like someone standing there with the Ace of Swords, and the other people have dropped their swords and have walked away. And it's because there was this battle going on of everyone trying to prove that their small t truths were more truer than other people's small t truths. But when you have this higher truth, it solves that whole situation. You transform from going, you know what, I don't have to prove to anyone else my worth, because I get to choose who I am and what anything means about me. Everyone will have their opinions, yes, and there'll probably be opinions of fear and judgment, right? But when you really grasp on to this Ace of Swords and see yourself as this powerful being that you are, then you just allow people to have their opinions, and you realize it's a reflection of how they're feeling about themselves, not about how they're feeling about you. Because when we're looking outside of ourselves, all we're seeing are our teachers who are continually telling us what we wanted to hear about ourselves until we hear it. So everyone is just telling us what we want to see about ourselves. But when we're blah, blah, blah and expressing things outwardly, we're expressing outwardly about ourselves too, right? So we don't look at the other person and blame them for how we're feeling. We just, one, realize what they're expressing has a lot to do about how they feel about themselves, and whatever they're expressing is a reflection for me to look inward into me to see what I believe about myself. Because if someone says something to you like, you're unworthy and you're worthless and blah, 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 it only matters to you if you believe what they're saying. If you don't believe what they're saying, if someone come up to you and go, I think you're an alien from another planet, and you're like, wow, I think you're interesting. It's like, okay, if you don't believe you're an alien, then that means nothing to you. But if someone says you're worthless and you believe that, then that stings, because they are reflecting back something, and your emotions will tell you how much of it you actually believe. So I love this for you, because this is like this new awareness of you. You're turning from like Clark Kent into Superman, Lois Lane, not Lois Lane, Diana Prince into Wonder Woman. It's like you have this alter ego that you've been living, but you're really finding out this superhero that you truly are. And I love that. Right, well, I'm going to leave the reading there. I want to let you know, of course, in addition to these readings, I also do monthly readings for each zodiac sign, new moon, full moon readings, a variety of others. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and be notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click the like button, and then click the subscribe button, that'll bring up this notification bell. And when you click on that, you can select like all to be notified when any of the new videos come out for this channel. Also, doing any of those things helps share the love, because when you like a video or share a video or subscribe to a channel, it makes the YouTube algorithm so happy that it wants to share these videos with other people as well. So if you feel so inclined to do any of that, of course, I am very grateful, but never any pressure to do so. Have an amazing week, all you earth signs, and know that each and every second of every day that you are unconditionally loved by the creator of all things. And of course, I love you too. Like I said, have an amazing week, and I'll be talking to you very soon. Until then, you take care.